Good morning, world of readers. I am Book Dragon Erin, and I would like to welcome you all back to my booktube channel, where today I will be reviewing Hunger, Bound to the Wolf by A.C. Arthur. Bound to the Wolf is a fictional paranormal romance novel about wolf shifters. I know I don't generally talk about wolf shifter romances, but in reading the first two books in Hunger, I forgot just how much I love wolf shifter romances. Hunger is a trilogy, which is also a 3-in-1 book, which is the 544 pages of Hunger, but today I am only reviewing part 3, and the novels within Hunger include The Alpha's Mate by Eve Langless, Dangerous Passions by Kate Douglas, and Bound to the Wolf by A.C. Arthur. Marina Panos is an attorney with a dark secret. A secret that follows her into the mountains and into the bed of a wolf shifter named Falan Sava, a lichen whose strength and penchant for pleasure and pain will eventually own her entirely, body and soul. After reading The Alpha's Mate, it took me a few days to finally get into Dangerous Passions, and even longer to get into Bound to the Wolf. When I read dark romance books, I want my male leads extremely anti-hero, but not to the point of abusive. I mean, I like my men dark, broody, and the kind who break all the rules to protect their woman. When hearing that Marina is an attorney, I feel her profession is the total opposite of what I usually like. Granted, Marina is not the male anti-hero, but I was legitimately put off by her profession. No insult to her intended. I enjoy the aesthetic of rule breakers, but criminals are not on my list of men I want to be involved with, and I know this from personal experience. That's all I will say about that, so moving on. I tried reading Bound to the Wolf 3 times in the span of a week, but within 20 to 50 pages read and reread each time, I just couldn't get into A.C. Arthur's work. The book starts out with an office party at a fancy hotel, the same hotel attorney Marina Panos is vacationing in just to get a break from working the job, and she's nearly assaulted by a fellow lawyer whom everyone either loves to work with or who would love to sleep with. His name is Davis Sumter, and I did not like him from the start of the book. I could tell he was bad news, and I was proven right. Marina defends herself with a gun and accidentally shoots him before passing out herself. When she wakes up, Davis's body is gone, and she is being questioned by police who think she did something to his body. This whole situation had me squirming in my seat in a bad way, and I didn't enjoy that for even one moment. Switching to another character's point of view right after, we readers are introduced to wolf shifter Falan, who goes to some sort of strip club / house party with orgies of his own, where he is entranced by a fury who I couldn't stand for any length of time when reading about her personality. Not that she has one. I hate her. Being the victim of a curse sucks, yes, but I really don't need to read your intimate thoughts about going to stripper house parties where men and women are having orgies right in front of you. This isn't anything like Fiona Cole's Voyeur series, so no thank you in any way. I put this book in my DNF zone rather quickly, and I don't plan on picking it up again anytime soon, when the plot of the book isn't known and the only action scenes we get are either assault scenes or weird orgies with cursed characters and sex demons. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any literal demons in this book, but regardless, I still strongly disliked the Fury character. What's her name? I can't even remember. I don't think I'm gonna bother remembering her name anytime soon as well. This book was so far away from my level of comfort where wolf shifter romance novels are concerned, so I have no regrets about DNFing the entire book. Moving on to something a little lighter. When my family or friends need book recommendations, they know to come to me because I am the one and only Book Dragon Erin. I hoard books like a dragon hoards gold, so the title of Book Dragon Erin fits. With that in mind, I know one of my best friends is in a wolf shifter romance phase right now, so this list of werewolf shifter romance novel recommendations is primarily for her, but it can be a list for you too. Here's what I recommend if the situation occurs where Bound to the Wolf is also not a book for you. I highly recommend The Alpha's Mate by Eve Langlis. If you're a beginner to the wolf shifter romance genre, but you want steam, read this book immediately. I can also recommend Dangerous Passions by Kate Douglas. Why not read this next? Because as far as I know, this is somehow connected to The Alpha's Mate. And then I can also recommend you a novel called Falling for the Wolf by Crystal Ash. This is a werewolf shifter why choose reverse harem love story involving a bunch of werewolves. I only read the prequel, Falling for the Wolf, which I loved, but I really should read the actual series sooner than later, just to give even more thoughts and reason on why you should read that book too. I rated Bound to the Wolf 1 out of 5 stars, and I have no regrets about my rating, because this book was honestly so not for me. And as far as my official review, after reading The Alpha's Mate, it took me a few days to get into Dangerous Passions, and reading Bound to the Wolf took far longer to get into. This book honestly wasn't what I expected it to be, and that's saddening because until I read The Alpha's Mate and Dangerous Passions, I had almost completely forgotten just how much I love the wolf shifter romance genre. I wanted wolf shifters and action and steam, but the only things I received in reading this book were cursed werewolves going to adult content parties and dreaming about furies, assault action that wasn't CNC content, of which I absolutely love because it's the sub who gets the power to say no when the dom decides the actions, and there wasn't the type of steam that I wanted. No wolf shifters were ripping off their clothes soon enough, and that actually became a problem for me in a really weird way. I didn't read all the way through this book, but I don't think I will anytime soon, because this book just wasn't for me. Much as I love werewolf smut, this wasn't mentioned on my mental list of all the werewolf romance novels I absolutely love. Anyway, that's about it for today, so if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support, subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this, turn on that notification button to be notified when I upload brand new videos every single Sunday. Keep on reading and have a great day, everyone.